It's Monday and time for the Back to Business podcast, featuring Calgary's industry leaders. Welcome today's show host, Kim Hayden.
Welcome back to Business Calgary. Today is all about insider insights, and Predator Ridge is in the house here talking about the Calgary Petroleum Club's newest partnership, unveiling how their exclusive Okanagan experiences can elevate your business, work, live, play, events, and networks. Tune in for your competitive edge, and let's check out what Janine Collard and Michelle Beaudry has to say. But first, our land acknowledgement. We here at the Calgary Petroleum Club, in the spirit of reconciliation, honor and acknowledge that the land on which we learn, work, and live is Treaty 7 region of southern Alberta. This place is a traditional homeland for the First Nations and Métis peoples, and today we all are part of this treaty land. Alrighty. Janine, Michelle, thank you for coming to the show. Back to business. We are excited to have you guys here, especially because of the new initiatives that are coming up. I want to just start the show off for our listeners that may not be familiar with Predator Ridge and what's going on out around Kelowna, which is like incredible stuff. Can you bring us up to speed as to what's happening in the Okanagan and what your space and place is there?
Sure. We are a master plan community, resort community in the Okanagan. We are 1,300 acres of pure fun. We're the most amenity-rich community in the Okanagan. We've got two 18-hole golf courses, both rated in the top in Canada. We have over 35 kilometers of hiking and biking trails. We've got outdoor yoga. We've got a fitness facility. We've got dining. Janine, have I forgotten anything?
No, I think our location, being in the North Okanagan, we're only 20 minutes from the Kelowna airport. We're 15 minutes from Vernon. There's lakes all around us. We're really that four-season playground. The whole Okanagan Valley, is just such a special place. And yeah, we encourage people to come and just have fun.
Now, new developments do not just pop up with like, oh, I have an idea. Let's go put a shovel in the ground. Why now? Why is it the right time now for a resort / living? Because this is a live work place play development, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
tell us why now.
Sure. Well, we've got roots. Our development started. Well, our golf courses opened in 1991. Our development started in 1999, and right now we've got just under 1,000 units built. We're at a crux in the road. Things are changing rapidly. We've got some really exciting new initiatives coming up in the next decade. We've got a new village being built. We're welcoming the Ritz-Carlton residences. This year we're launching 55 new home sales, really different product that we haven't offered before. And there's just a lot of investment coming into the corridor that Predator Ridge is located. We've got 9 award-winning wineries literally within 15 minutes. One of them, which is just insane. It's bigger than anything you've seen in North America. It'll be open to the public in 2026, I believe.
Yeah, 2026.
Yeah, there's a gondola project coming in.
Cool.
That'll be opening next year, and it's literally across the street from Predator Ridge, overlooking Kalamalka Lake. There's just a lot happening in our little pocket of the Okanagan, and it's just, we're really excited to see the changes that are going to happen. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk. What's the differences? I want to break down the home purchase side
Sure.
of things. Okay, so first of all, my question would be: do you have locked in builders and every lot spoken for, like in the Calgary market, or are there other options? Like what does being able to build your retirement or dream home in Predator Ridge look like?
Sure. We basically how we launch. So we have 1,300 acres. We are zoned as a master plan community for 2,120 units. We launch parcels of land as neighborhoods. We have our own home builder, which is called Westbuild Homes. They build amazing, beautiful custom homes. But we also do have development partners that we welcome into the community. Right now we have Carrington Homes / Communities out of Edmonton. They're building a phenomenal condo project, 56 1 and 2 bedroom plus den condos. They'll be opening this summer. They're amazing. They're literally right at the entrance when you come into Predator Ridge, like stunning views. They've got the amenities they're building in this building are incredible. So we're really excited to welcome that. We do have preferred builders as well.
You do have preferred builders?
Yeah. So you can come in and you can build with Westbuild Homes. We have home plans. We offer, a full service building opportunities. But yeah, you can also work with one of our preferred builders as well. So
And your home is unique to you.
Yeah,
It is not a
that's
cookie
my-
cutter.
yeah.
We have themes that run throughout the resort, but it's not, your neighbor's house doesn't look like yours. And so you can really speak to who you are and what you want in your home.
That's what I was, like understanding the differences between a home building experience in the Okanagan versus Calgary. What are some of the things that people can expect that maybe will enhance their experience?
Sure. Well, definitely the lifestyle. 100% the lifestyle. We're all about
view.
lifestyle.
Let's just talk the view.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
Lake
wine.
view, the wine. Yeah, you're literally.
Our winters are a little shorter than yours.
Exactly. A little bit more
Weather.
temperate. And yeah, you can go, if you want to go and buy your bottle of wine, you don't have to go to the liquor store. You can literally go and buy it from the winery down the street. That is just such a unique experience. You can go and see the grapes being grown and
What winery did we go to? We went to a couple wineries at the conference I was at, and this one it was just gorgeous. The food in the restaurant was gorgeous. The buildings were
50th parallel, maybe?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
it's amazing.
Yes.
That was yes.
Top notch, elevated experience.
Let's talk entertainment. So aside from the outdoors, right? I'm not a great outdoorsy person. I like to look at the outdoors through a pane of glass. Sorry, guys.
Fantastic.
I have just alienated like 60% of the audience here. I'm the gal. I'm the amazing, I'll watch your coat gal.
Yeah.
I am that gal. I make sure nothing gets stolen while I read my book and look at the beautiful view, and my hair still looks the same at the end of the day.
We have a great story. Steve and Denise Tambellini. Steve, of course, is rich in hockey history. They moved to Predator Ridge. Denise was like yourself. What the heck am I going to do when we live there? And she was embraced by our community. And, some of the ladies are really serious golfers, and she was not a serious golfer. So she took it upon herself to invite some of the ladies, and no scorecards were allowed. And 2-3 years later, she has this big group of women that they go out every week, they drink wine afterwards, and she's created this different experience that, she didn't know what the heck she was going to do when she moved there. And now she loves it. They have this huge friend group, and she doesn't want to go anywhere else now.
I've heard that. I met a gal while I was there. Her husband has her and her husband have a very large, very successful construction company in LA. And they have come back to Canada. They're both Canadian, come back to Canada to embrace the mass timber initiatives. And she said when they came back, she had only been there like 4 months when I showed up for this conference. Yeah. And she had girlfriends everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're all hey! Yeah. And it seems to be a very strong for this. And I don't know, neither one of you are in this age range, but that over 40 space, it seems to be.
We're both over there.
Yeah.
Are you really?
I'm in the over 50s, so yeah.
You're in the over 50s?
Yes.
This is
Stop.
This is what living in Okanagan could look like, folks. This is 6 months of winter. This is the Okanagan.
We call it Okanagan casual living, or, people always say when they arrive, what's the dress code? And we say Okanagan casual. We don't have suits and ties. And I work in the corporate sector of our resort, and, the guys get off out of the taxi in their suits and ties, and by noon they're in their flip-flops and shorts, and just really embrace that.
I would like to try golfing. I've done it once.
Yeah.
I worked with Jenny Craig. Remember Jenny Craig?
yeah.
I was what they called a float manager with 7 locations out in Toronto. So, and one of the things we did was they took us golfing one day as this team bonding. And I only got the ball off the ground once, and it ended up hitting the cart that my manager was in.
You know what? That's 10 points right there. Yeah.
Great story.
Try and do that again.
Yes.
You can only go up from there.
So now it's like, maybe do I have a manager? I am the manager. So if I hit myself,
There
hey.
you go.
Let's talk corporate, because we know that in the world of business finance, corporate and conferences are an excellent opportunity to kind of give back to the community. They help offset some of the costs for our services and amenities that our residents can enjoy on a daily. So let's talk about the advantages for corporate engagements and events that you will be doing or are doing at this time.
Sure.
Does that sound good?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Run with it.
So we host over 200 groups and specifically corporate clients a year. And keep in mind, our year is usually April to October, so very high volume. Typically, our groups are anywhere from 16 to 120. And it's often an opportunity for them to come. And why we have about 43% of our corporate business is a return client.
Wow.
Very, very high. And I don't, of course, we have the beautiful golf courses, we have beautiful amenities, but we take a lot of pride in just really servicing those clients when they arrive. We make it Disneyland. We give it the magic sauce, and our goal is to have them return, not only as corporate clients, but to be potential homeowners one day. And that's something we're very, very proud of. We do about 10,000 rounds of golf corporately. That's our goal for this year. That's our goal for this year, and we're about 400 rounds away from that. We've really seen an increase in the corporate business since COVID. COVID, of course, decimated that whole market for us. We shifted gears, really went towards weddings, did 21 weddings in 1 year, and now we're seeing that start to climb again, the corporate business, and a lot of financial, automotive, and now I'm seeing a lot of industrial coming our way, which is great. We just hosted a group that, was a regional BC Alberta, and when they heard that the senior executive in Montreal heard they were coming, 15 people, were coming. And so another really important thing for those people making the decisions is just the FaceTime. Once they get to our resort, they don't need a vehicle. They're there. So we can say that they're stuck with each other, or, we're not having, a downtown conference. You're going to lose people. I'm going to go for dinner with my cousin that I haven't seen in 5 years. Right?
Very, very good point. Very good point.
They are there. And so we see this growth of their networking and just relationships. So we do a lot of team building events that they are, they're not distracted. And they're in a place that is beautiful, and they have a lot of fun, and they get looked after, and they get to wear whatever they want to work every
And do you
day.
have golf carts for rent that I can
sure
come and
do.
rent one?
We sure do.
Okay, just saying. You're following the trend here.
Yes.
I mean, if I'm walking, I may trip and spill my wine.
Our courses aren't walkable. You
Yeah.
get a golf cart with every round. And we have 2 courses. So one day it's private, the other day it's a member course. So they
Smart.
flip-flop every day.
Oh, very cool.
So when you're here for a weekend, you play both courses.
Oh,
they're
that's
both
brilliant.
very, very different courses. So it really, and when a corporate, client comes, we do like to send them off-site to a winery. We want them to have the whole Okanagan experience. Yeah.
Amazing. I want to dive a little bit deeper into kind of that experiential and amenities, right? But before we do that, I really like stories. And when you talk about team building, that really sparks me, because that's what I'm working to build here in Calgary is through student initiatives, and we have a few key people that have really stuck with us over the last year and a half as we've been scaling, and that team is so critical to me. What has been a really cool story that you guys have been able to experience from kind of the outside in, seeing success through those engagements, those team building exercises? What's a story that somebody's come back and shared with you or that you've witnessed?
I've got one. It hasn't been shared with us, but it's one of our foundation brands in 2012. You're talking about golf, and as a woman, it's hard to get into that whole golfing experience. It's intimidating. We had a golf pro named AJ Ethorn. She was a former LPGA tour pro, and she started a golf program within our golf academy called Swing Like a Girl. And that brand has developed, we're at 13 years in now, into something that's so incredible. It's a celebration. It's incredible how, you can come in as a complete beginner golfer. You go into either a camp or a clinic, or we'll do weekly lesson programs and develop your skills. And watching some of these ladies, like Denise, I'm sure has taken Swing Like a Girl many, many times. I have personally. I've been with Predator Ridge for 14 years, and I was an okay golfer, decent golfer at the beginning, but I've taken Swing Like a Girl multiple times, and just watching our women kind of develop that confidence in their game and in this environment that's just so supportive, that to me, that brand is just so incredible, and something I'm really, really proud to market. So that would be mine.
And now, so Kyla Naba has taken that a step further, and so she does her Swing Like a Girl every week. These women come, and like Michelle said, there's this sense of community and support, and nobody's looking at their scorecard, and nobody's making fun of each other. We throw out a fashion brand during the day.
Does it have swag? Because I love the name.
We have a pink golf cart that says Swing Like a Girl.
Yeah,
and
there's DJs on when you walk. We have a International Women's Golf Week event, and you walk onto the course. You have to have an intro song that you walk into with your group. Song. It's a group of 5 too. It's normally it's a foursome of golf. We kind of throw it a little bit differently. So you're walking in with your group of 5 to play, and it's a vibe.
The glass of wine waiting for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. When we went to Fino, there was Surf Girl Academy, and they had the best swag. I never served. Right, because
you wear the t-shirt.
I can barely float, folks. So I'm more as the rock right now in my life.
With you.
But yeah, the swag, and I did end up getting my daughter into surf lessons directly because of the focus to how women, because women, we're going to get totally off subject here, folks, but we are built different. Period. Our bodies move different. And I love when both initiatives are looked at, right? When both genders are looked at, going, okay, so hips don't move the same for women that they do move for men. So a swing is obvious. See, I know that much.
Yeah.
The swing is from the hips.
You're sounding good. Keep going.
Exactly.
So there's all these differences. And I don't think a guy can teach as effectively as a girl can to other women, because we actually innately understand the movement of our bodies.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, women are, we're nurturing, and we don't have 5 hours to golf every night. So the timing of that.
Neither do well-controlled husbands.
No.
Wait. Did I say that? We'll get that one edited out. Maybe not. Needless to say, been married 30 years. My husband does not get allowed to golf 5 hours a night. Let's talk about the Alberta the outdoor advantage. I'm so used to saying Alberta advantage, so apologize. But the outdoor advantage to Predator Ridge, and how you guys are maximizing that with the amenities. Let's talk about how you have integrated the nature to the amenities.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, we knew that we couldn't just be a community. and we really needed to pull the outside in, and really expose that beauty up there, without being rural and too far away from everything. That's something we knew that we would really succeed at. What else would you like to?
Well, I think, again, like our foundations are in golf, right? Our golf courses opened almost 35 years ago. And I think that's been one of the challenges, is we're really good at golf and we've been known as golf, but we've got 1,300 acres. We've got so much more. So back in, I'm going to say about 2013, 2014, we really kind of started hitting on the trail side of things. And we've got 35 kilometers right now. It links into a provincial park with another 45 kilometers. So
Wow.
you literally have, from your door, have like 75 kilometers of trails, and that's multi-use. There's mountain biking. We've got
That's what I was going to ask you about biking, because there's really strong biking communities
100%.
here in Calgary.
Yeah.
Like I was at the pancake breakfast sitting on the side for the bicycle group downtown. Yeah, you laugh. Are you getting a very clear picture?
No, you're me. You're my spirit animal right now. Yeah.
But
Our lip gloss waving.
exactly. But our producer Jackson is like a very, very experienced bicyclist. So, maybe not the golf, but the biking, and knowing that you have in total, you just talked about 80 kilometers.
Yeah.
In the greatest backyard in the world, right here.
Vernon
right?
was just named Trails Capital of British Columbia last year.
Oh wow.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge coup for us.
I hope
you can ride your bike down to the
he's
lake.
going to be coming and asking for extra
Yes,
vacation
I
days.
know.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You can literally ride your
it
bike
is-
from the resort down to Cal Lake.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a tunnel underneath the highway.
Yeah. And down to Okanagan Lake too.
And
So you
then
can
down
literally
to-
ride your bike
either
either
side.
way.
Well, even better,
yeah.
you guys will have us out. And he can bring
Exactly.
his bike.
Exactly.
That would be
the
amazing.
other thing too is
That would
we've
be
got
amazing. See,
a
we
bike
could just-
valet. We've got tons of amenities for bikes. We've got a bike shop. We rent really high-end mountain bikes. Everything's e-bikes. There is a lot of climbing. If you like climbing, you'll love Predator Ridge. But trail system-wise, we've got like double black diamond trails. We've got green trails. We've got trails kind of for everyone. So
When we went camping out in Tofino, back to my Tofino experience, there were bears that came around. So the name, I'm asking, so we are in you guys, have you put up fences everywhere, or are you being very clear within the name going, by the way, if you're out golfing and you tie pork chop to your neck, it's probably not a good thing to go in the back 40.
we do not recommend tying pork chops when
saying.
you are golfing
Yeah.
or biking or hiking.
We have to
but-
remember we're in their backyard.
Exactly.
right?
Okay, so
Yeah.
tell
So
me who is
it's-
we? When we say we are in their
a
backyard.
black bear.
Black
we
bear?
are, a wandering cougar every now and then. And we are some coyotes.
Yeah. Deer.
Literally a wandering cougar.
I caught that.
I know you did.
Okay, keep going. So deer,
The name predator came from predatory birds.
Okay, the
that
bird
were
from the birds. That's what I was
so
curious
we have
about.
Eagles, peregrines, peregrine hawks, ospreys.
Yeah.
Oh,
we have them
amazing.
all.
So we have a world-class photographer in Cochrane, and she's gotten like literally award-winning images of these predatory birds. So this is something else that somebody could go. And do you have any kind of markings of like where we could go and see these animals?
We're very close to the Allen Brooks Nature Center that has the viewing rooms that's 5 minutes away. Yeah.
But
And
literally,
bird
you
watching
walk
is
around our
yeah.
property and you're going to see bald eagles, you're going to
Deer.
see osprey, you're going to see peregrine falcons. They're everywhere. The population of birds, we're definitely on a migratory path too. So we have on one of our trails, we have a pond called Birdie Lake, and there's a trail all around. There's a looking platform, and it's really cool because it depends on what time of year you're going to see ducks. Like I've never seen this amount of variety of ducks.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's just really it depends on the season, but it's just constantly changing. So.
And we joke when we do site tours, literally a mother deer and 3 babies will walk in front of us, and we always say, "Cue deer."
Cue deer.
And people are like, "What? Where's my phone?" But when we were pulling out yesterday, there was a mother and 2 babies like walking in front of us, and that's
that's a traffic jam.
Yeah,
literally, that's a traffic jam at Predator Ridge. Is literally there's a herd of deer crossing the street, and you have to wait.
You know, I'm going to ask a very out-of-the-box question here. This is not on my script.
Okay.
This is just something. So when I envision my perfect day at Predator Ridge, it would start with awesome tea, the incredible view, and music. I always listen to music in the morning. And when I'm thinking of this, we're going to start with Michelle. Michelle, if you were to create a Spotify playlist, what would be the overarching genre of that playlist that you think that somebody can enjoy all aspects of Predator Ridge to?
Okay. So you're going to start off with some definitely bird calls, just sitting and meditating and just enjoying the sounds of nature. I lived at Predator Ridge for a long time, and that was one of my favorite things of waking up in the morning is you're not hearing cars. You're only hearing, the blackbird calls and just so peaceful. So it would start with that. And then I think I love to golf, so I would need my pump-up song to get my golf game going. So who is that going to be? Maybe a little Rolling Stones action. After the golf game, I'm also...
We're going to throw this over to Janine.
Okay, great.
After the golf game, what are we queuing up?
Oh, I'm a small town girl, so we were... Funnily enough, we've been talking about music in our circle. Last week, we have a circle that is our gathering point, and where the golfers go in, the golfers come in, go out, come in, the members congregate. And we were talking about the music that you have to, that it has to invoke a memory. So I was, explaining to somebody who is going to look after the music that, it needs to be your prom night, and this is the song that it reminds you of, and you're excited and you're happy. And so it's probably like 80s jams going on then.
Amazing. A little wedding crasher going on
there.
Yes,
absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm following you. And then, folks, you'll catch me at the evening sitting and just watching people go around, just like sitting outside and watching everybody run around, do their thing. And I'll probably put a little Frank Sinatra on with a little bit of the close.
Yeah.
So, there's an ideal day for me at Predator Ridge. Just watch out for my golf balls. I want to move this right into you're here because Calgary Petroleum Club, CalP Club, has gone through this evolution over the last, since before the pandemic, but compounded by the pandemic. And they're really working hard to create partnerships and relationships of comparable level service providers across Canada and create this almost symbiotic relationship that we can move Canadians to have unilaterally great experiences. You've been selected to be one of the partners with the Calgary Petroleum Club or CalP Club, however you guys want to put it. Talk to me about how that came to be and what you are looking forward to out of this relationship.
So the reciprocal partnership started some years ago, and it kind of waned. So this year, Michelle and I thought we need to reinvigorate this and re-energize it. And so we reached out to these clubs.
Awesome.
Calgary Petroleum, of course, was the top of our list, just because of the alignment of your members and our members. And of course, we really want to expose the members here to the Predator Ridge lifestyle community, not just the golf, and corporately as well as leisurely. So that was really important for us to create that relationship again. And so it was great. It was great timing. Glenda and Tony came and had a visit with us at the end of October. And then in the new year, we just started rolling with it. Yeah. And so grateful for the opportunities that those two ladies have given us. And ideally, of course, we want the members to come experience Predator Ridge and buy a secondary home. that's our goal with this.
Excellent, excellent. And the business owners that are coming here to network and stuff, is there, are you guys looking at doing anything within that space of having them do like 1 day or 2 day kind of come out and do a team
That's
building
exactly
or retreat?
Absolutely. Yeah. So this is definitely twofold that, again, it can be a corporate driven, visit, or it can be a leisure visit. And so our bread and butter in the group world at Predator Ridge is the groups of 16 guys. And those 16 guys come out.
Or women. We actually are 40% women here now.
Great.
Cranking
Love
it, baby.
that.
So get those pink golf bags going.
And so they come out and experience us on a leisure level. And then they go, we had no idea we could do this. How great would it be to bring our clients here or our company here and do these team building events or client incentive-based events. So we're either seeing it one or the other, that they're either coming corporately and going, we had no idea, I want to bring my family here, or alternately, coming as a leisure guest and going, we need to bring the company here.
Amazing. And there are places, you just signed with Ritz, so are there places now that people can rent?
We have
right
125 units now. We have a lodge, which is more condo style. We have Peregrine cottages, which are freestanding 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom cottages. We have Falcon Point. We have our newest product, which is called Field Glass, which is 3, 4, and 5-bedroom, beautiful homes, condos along the fairway. So lots of different options.
Yeah, and we're about to bring on another 56 units into our managed rental pool with this Vista, this product from Carrington Communities. So yeah, we're just growing.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
but we do really have something for everyone.
And I think that in today's mindset, that Canadian experience is real high value.
Yeah.
If somebody's out there, they've got a couple companies and you each got 6 people you want to take, band together, and then I'm always available to be your cruise ship coordinator. Just
Julie McCoy.
Yeah, I'll be Julie McCoy. Oh my gosh. Hello. Okay, so I think this has been great. What is your future vision moving forward? So we'll reinvigorate this relationship and start seeding it this year and getting, what do you envision for the next 5 years of working with the Cal Peak Club and that relationship? What would you really like to see? What's a really cool outcome that you could see?
I would love to see just us, doing events at each other's properties, or, bringing your senior leadership team to us to experience, and alternately us doing the same. And then, of course, the next layer of, your members coming to meet our members and maybe doing some member events together.
And I think there's larger opportunities even from guests who are coming from the EU and coming from overseas of doing this joint initiative, right?
Yeah,
I just think that there's so many opportunities. And it's great having an anchor in the Okanagan, because the Okanagan is really so close. Yeah. So close.
So close.
It's like what?
45-minute flight yesterday.
Or 4 hours in my pink Volkswagen Bug with all of my film equipment to go to. Yeah. It's nothing. People see me roll up and they go, oh, no, she didn't. I open up the back end. I'm pulling out camera cases and lights and
I can't wait to see this.
Jackson's got his bike.
Yeah.
A bike and a backpack.
We'll strap Jackson's. It will come out and it'll be like the whole experience, right? We run it lean and fun, right?
Love that.
That is
so
kind
we
of
do.
the theme.
That's what we do.
Any final thoughts? Anything else that you'd like to share, or any specific kind of that you want to put out there? First of all, tell us where we can find you. What kind of? Give me an event that is outside of the Stampede timeline that you guys have going on that could be a real fun thing to come out for. And just give us a final thought. Super excited that you're here.
Okay. Can I take this one?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Michelle.
September in the Okanagan is magic. It is wine harvest season starting. The weather is fantastic. The kids are back in school. I just think it is just such a hidden gem of a time to come. The lakes are still warm. We typically are still, in the 30-degree range. So I would love to see more Calgarians coming to visit us in September and taking advantage of our magic time. One of the other things I haven't touched on is as far as opportunities for owning. We got a huge win about a month and a half ago with the BC government. There was, I'm not going into politics, but we have a speculation tax in BC to help the housing crisis. And in fall of 2023, it was expanded from the major city centers, and we got included in this. And it was a huge issue for us. Again, we won't go down the political route, but we just got an exemption a month and a half ago. So for anybody that is looking for a secondary property from Alberta, we are exempt from the spec tax. So that saves, 0.5%, which adds up depending on your home. Really fast.
Yeah.
We're one of the only communities in the province to have this other than mountain communities. So that's a huge thing I definitely want to make sure everybody understands because it's, just changing our direction, right? And
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's just so much happening.
Yeah.
There's really just again, we're just at such an exciting part of our project, time in our project. It's just come visit us. Our website is predatorridge.com. You can see everything we're doing. We do so many events. So come in September, come in July, come in August. We've always got something going on.
So if you want to escape Stampede, go to Predator Ridge.
Yeah,
But
totally.
if you want to experience Stampede and recover from Stampede, go in September.
There you go.
So as a reciprocal member, the members do receive discounts and access to, and so they can really live as a member for their stay. And so they get treated really, really special. And
Everybody in Calgary gets special.
Everyone
but
gets
if you're a
special.
member here at the club, just that wee bit more.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. Ladies, this has been absolutely awesome. I really appreciate your time.
We're so grateful.
And enjoy Calgary. We are having some good weather right
Yes.
now.
It's
so
amazing.
love
we were on
it.
the patio
Yeah.
last night.
Yes.
It was
Someone
amazing.
said it's like that all the time.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I wish. Did I mention this is 6 months of winter? But yeah, and start watching for all the Stampede pancake breakfasts. They are starting to happen now. My personal goal is not to pay for a pancake for the next 2 months.
Love
So if
that.
you're having
Life
a
goals.
Stampede breakfast, do give me a shout. Until next time, this is awesome. I'll see you guys on the flip side at Predator Ridge.
Awesome. Thanks
Thank
so
you
much,
so
Kim.
much, Kim.
This has been fun.
Thank you for joining us today on the Back to Business podcast. Be sure to visit calpeteclub.com, calpeteclub.com, to find out more about upcoming events, networking opportunities, and membership. If you are not already a valued member at the CPC, where we are proudly connecting and supporting Calgary's business leaders.